It's your girl Queenie Avion, aka today. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Either way, you're welcome. Now, as y'all can see by the title, I'm about to be doing a story time. But before I get to that, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Email me questions. Follow me on Instagram, add me on Snap, text me, be my friend. Don't really matter. But I'm about to get right into this video. So this story took place, like, I'm gonna say, like, in 7th grade. Like, it was in 7th grade, but I think it was the summer I got finished with 7th grade. I think it was the summer after 7th grade, and it was the summertime. So I was at my daddy's house at the time with his stressful ass girlfriend. But I was at my daddy's house at the time. I was like at least like 12, something like that, 12, 13, something like that, and my brother wasn't there. So let me do a background of my daddy girlfriend. So we're gonna name her Water. So Water, she's Caucasian, by the way. She was, you know, but Water, like, my daddy, he used to always bring different girls to the house. He used to always bring different, you know, different girls. And dang it, Water was one of my favorite, like, she was one of my favorites, because it's like, girl, she used to always take me to the store. She used to be like, girl, get anything you want. I was like, girl, you don't want me to get anything I want, because I'm gonna clean them pockets. But she was like, girl, get anything you want and stuff like that. So she was my favorite. Every time she came over, she would like order us stuff, like, you know, just do what she like do. Like, she would literally do what we tell her to do. But she was a good person at the time. And then she turned into a demonic ass bitch. But I'm gonna make a story time about that, because that's the reason why I left my damn daddy house, me and my brother. But that's a different story. But yeah, at the time, she was a good person and stuff like that. Now, she would always come spend the night and stuff like that. That was my daddy's favorite, I could tell, because she used to always be around us. So my daddy he would ask us questions about her and be like, what y'all think about her? Do y'all think she's like the one? I would be like, yeah. Whole time I didn't know her personality, but I just liked the things she did for me. I was like, she be buying me stuff. So yeah. So I was all in for sis moving in or whatever. I didn't get no fuck. So at the time, my daddy, like, she didn't move. She did move in, but like at the time she was like spending nights. But I could tell she was trying to move in, because like she would like bring stuff and, you know, just keep coming to spend the night, and then she would just stay, and then eventually she was just moving with us. She was just living with us at the time. So she was living with us. Now, I didn't know nothing about it. Was me, my daddy, and her. I didn't know she did drugs. I didn't know none of that. Like, she just was a freaking, like, I didn't know nothing. Like, I didn't think she would do drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't even on my mind at the time. So my daddy, my daddy works like 3 minutes driving distance from his house. So my daddy wasn't far. So I'm at my daddy's house. It's me and Water, my daddy girlfriend. We chilling in the house or whatever. Now, I noticed she was in my daddy bathroom for a good while, but I'm like, okay, maybe she, you know, taking a shower, or, you know, taking a shit or some shit. Like, I'm like, you know, maybe she's pooping or something. So I didn't really, like, I'm sweating, it's hot. I'm not really thinking nothing of it. I'm just like, oh, maybe she's like, you know, in there taking a shower and stuff. Whole time sis is in there doing drugs, and she could have died in there, because, you know, my dumb ass wasn't about to go check on her. She could have died in there, y'all. I mean, eventually I would have been like, dang, she been in there for all damn day, let me go see. But yeah, she was in there doing drugs. And I know now, but at the time I'm thinking like maybe she's showering or something. So I'm on my computer playing IMVU or IMVU, however you say it, that game. I still play that junk. I don't think I'm gonna tell y'all. Let's just pass that. I'm on my computer playing IMVU, doing all this other stuff, just chilling, watching TV at the same time, doing what I'm doing. Water comes out the bathroom freaking hours later, finally. But I done forgot about her. But she eventually came out the bathroom. She came in the front where I was at, and she was like, Tanae. I was like, what? She was like, you want to go see the dogs? I said, what damn dogs? You know, at the time I didn't say that, but I was thinking, I was like, what fucking dogs? But because, bitch, it wasn't no dogs in the house, outside the house. So I'm like, see what damn dog? You know, I was like, I'm not gonna be mean to her, because she's always buying me stuff and stuff. She's a nice person. So I was like, I was hesitant, because I really didn't want to get the fuck up. But I was like, you know, I'm gonna just say yeah, go see the dogs with her. So I was thinking in my head, I was like, what dogs? But I was like, yeah, go get my shoes. I told her to go get my shoes. So she went in my room or whatever, and she got the wrong shoes because I told her to go get my pink flip-flops, and she brought some sneakers. And I was like, oh, no, not those. Go get my pink flip-flops. They're right there on the floor. So she went in my room to go get my pink flip-flops, and I noticed she stayed in the room for a little bit of, you know, a little over time because the flip-flops was right there. So I know she didn't miss them. So I was like, what's she doing? Like, let me go see. So I got up and I was like, Water, did you find the flip-flops? Did you find the flip-flops? And you know, I'm going in there and I see her and she's leaning on the wall. She's leaning on the wall in my room with my flip-flop in her hand. I was like, yeah, those are shoes. I thought she was playing at the time, so I was laughing. I was like, girl, it's not the time to play. Like, give me my flip-flop so we can go see these damn dogs so I can get back to playing I'm View. So sis is over there. She's sitting there leaning on the wall still, and she gives me my shoes finally. So let me tell you how to set up. It's my room, the door to go outside to go to see the dogs, to go outside, and then the bathroom right beside my door, right beside my room door, and then the hallway. So I'm sitting in the hallway and she leaning on my room, and I'm like, yeah, those the shoes. And then she's still leaning, but I'm like, I'm thinking she playing, or I'm not thinking of nothing, like nothing. I'm thinking sis is just on something. Like, I'm just like, girl, give me my flaps so I can see the dogs. So she's leaning and she gave me the shoes or whatever. And then after she gave me the shoes, okay, she was leaning in my room, and then she turned around and gave me my shoes, and I said thank you. And then she leans the other way in the bathroom. Like, girl, if you don't I was like, can we go see the dogs? Cause I'm about to sit down because you wasted my time. So she didn't say nothing. So she's still leaning in the bathroom or whatever. And then all of a sudden she just falls. She collapsed on the floor. I was like, Water. I was calling. I'm like, Water, it's not the time to be playing, girl, because you in there like, I don't know what you're doing, but Water, let's go see these dogs so I can sit my ass down. And she on the floor, so I'm walking close to the bathroom, and I can see her foot like in the hallway. So I'm kicking her foot. I'm like, Water, stop scaring me, Water. Get up, Water. So I'm kicking her foot or whatever. I start kicking her foot, and she just made this weird ass noise, but she still was on the floor, like with her eyes there. I'm thinking she dead or some shit. So I'm like, when she made that weird noise, y'all, I got scared because I don't know. I think they was watching. I think she was watching some scary movie in the room. So and the room was red. So like I think she was watching some scary movie. You know how like when I turn my LED lights red and it makes like the whole room red. That's how it looked in my daddy room. So I was like, am I in a scary movie? Is there a demon back there? Like, is there like did somebody possess you or something, girl? When she made that weird noise, I grabbed my little Android, my little LG, and I took flights out that door. I was not playing no more. Okay, so I'm outside, whatever. Remind you, y'all, I'm 12 or 11, so I'm just like, what the freak just happened? But I just ran out the house and I'm running down the street, and you know, I had to run down the street because I'm like, okay, my daddy, he lived like, okay, it's like a neighborhood. So I didn't run from the house, from the street. I ran like up the street like a little bit, but I could still see the house. And I was looking back at the house to make sure no demonic spirit was, to make sure Jeepers Creepers wasn't gonna walk out there bitch or some shit. So I was just like, and I called my dad. I was like, Daddy, Water just passed out on the floor. I'm crying so because I'm scared as fuck. I'm scared. So I'm like, Daddy, Water just passed out. And my daddy was like, okay, I already know what happened. Just call the police and I'll be there. I was like, alright. So I called the police, gave them the address. They pulled up. My daddy pulled up. And I did not go back in my daddy's house because, y'all, I was like, I don't know if there's a fucking spirit in that bitch. Because I ain't going back in there. So I was still like outside when my daddy went in there, and I was just outside, and the ambulance came or whatever, and they took some sheets and they went in there and they put her in the sheet. I don't know what they did in the house, but all I know is when she came back out, y'all, and I saw her face, her face was purple. It looked like she died. I think she did die and they brought her back, so that's what I heard. That's what she told me afterwards. But yeah, like her face was all purple, her lips was purple, her whole body just changed the color. It changed the color completely. So I was like, what kind of demon? What kind of demon that was? I'm glad that bitch didn't get to me, because I still didn't know it was drugs, y'all. So I saw her and I just turned to her because I was like, Water, you done stressed me out, baby. I don't want to see that. So my daddy was like, y'all, after that I did not listen. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, my daddy told me to go in the house, put some clothes on, because we was going to a party after that, and that image just never left my mind. And my dumb ass recorded her on the floor because I was like, what's going on? So I recorded her on the floor until she made that noise and I ran out. But I deleted that after I found out what happened, because I was like, nah, I'm not trying to have that in my phone and see that over and over, because that shit, I remember it like it was yesterday, and that shit will never leave my mind. I went back in the house, got dressed. I was iffy in the house, seriously. Got dressed, went to the party. We came back that night and Water is in the house and she hugs me and stuff, and I'm like, wasn't you just possessed or something? But I was kind of like in shock. Like I was just like surprised to see her. When I walked in the house, she gave me a hug, and I was literally just looking at her like, and she was like, hi sweetie, oh give me a hug. I was like, like, I don't want that demon on me, so give me a little tug and keep it moving, feel me? So after that, y'all, I had to sleep in my room because the next morning I was coming to my grandma's house, because I was like, I stayed the summer at my grandma's house. I did not go back to my daddy's house until it was time for school. So I slept. I didn't even sleep that night, y'all, because I had to wake up early that morning anyway, because my dad was gonna wake me up at 6 o'clock anyways, because he was gonna take me to my grandma's house anyways. So I literally just stayed up the whole time because I could not sleep in my room after that. So, and then I found out it was drugs. She literally was putting needles in her shit. Like, girl, and you got me paranoid in this bitch, like, But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, if I made you laugh, give me a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Email me, follow me on Instagram, add me on Snap, do all that good stuff. I'm gonna try to be consistent still. Yeah, I'm out, bitch.